first and only dark-skinned activist is in the building. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday afternoon. The dark-skinned activist asks that you like the video, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel. Just want to get a couple of housekeeping things out the way before I get into the topic. I'm out here walking in the rain. I'll show you guys. I got my umbrella here. I'm about to put this thing over my head because I just want to put it over my head. But anyway, dark skin activist is in the building. My website is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, it's darkskinactivist.com. You guys could go there and download a free ebook copy of my book entitled Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. And I am the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, creating dark-skinned activism before YouTube even existed, before social media existed. I created the first platform in history to fight to end what some call colorism, but I call it darkism. And I'm here, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And in that thumbnail, y'all see the baby dark-skinned activist. That is my beautiful darling Lauren. Shout out to Lauren. Shout out to my son Raheem. And I'm not going to say nothing in this video to offend anybody. It's not to offend you. If you are offended, I don't know what to tell you. I just got to come on here and tell the truth. Also, another disclaimer. The reason why I always start my videos out letting everybody know I'm the world's first and only dark-skinned activist is because of thieving black people on YouTube. They've stolen from me. They plagiarized me. There's a lot of them on here that done stole. But y'all need to understand one thing. You are not the dark-skinned activist. It's only one dark-skinned activist, and that's me, Rashida Strober. And none of y'all would have realized that talking about dark skin and colorism and light skin was a thing had I not went viral back in 2015. That's when everybody started stealing from me. If you want to support the channel, y'all can go to my Cash App. I strongly encourage you to support the channel. My Cash App is $RASHIDA'Lala. Once again, that's $RASHIDA'Lala, and that's $RASHIDALALA, $RASHIDALALA. And you can find my Cash App and my GoFundMe and my PayPal all in the description to this live and on my channel. Also, another quick housekeeping I want to let everybody know. I'm going to be doing an interview with Monquel, a dark-skinned man that contacted me from Atlanta Street Interviews. A lot of y'all know I follow Marcus's Atlanta Street Interviews because I used to be homeless. And so that's the reason why I follow that channel among other homeless channels. But anyway, Monquel did reach out to me and asked me to interview him. And I will happily oblige him because he has a hell of a story to tell. And we're going to go live tomorrow, Monday, at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you go on my channel, you will see that I already created a live. It's scheduled. I would appreciate it if you guys would like that live, share that live, and you know, hop on there and watch, because he does have a story to tell about what a dark-skinned woman did to him. But I'm not going to even get into it right here. I'm not going to get into it. But speaking of Monquel, one thing I can say about him, Monquel ain't got no kids. Monquel, it's starting to rain back out here again. Yes, I'm caught out here in the rain, but it's all good. I don't mind. I got natural hair, so I don't really care. Let me tell y'all something. Hold on, y'all. Oh, happy birthday, Silas. Today is your birthday. Okay, happy birthday. I'm looking to read my comments here. Hi, LA. Hi, April. I want to wish you the happiest birthday, Silas. May God continue to bless you. And happy birthday to you. Y'all, I'm out here walking in the rain. I hope you guys can hear me. Look at this. Look at this. It's raining out here, but that's all right. I don't care about getting wet. Whew. Look at this. Wow. The rain coming down. I hope you guys can still hear me. I hope y'all can hear me. That's kind of the only thing I'm worried about is the loud noise of the rain. It's to the point where you guys cannot hear what I'm saying. Hi, Golden Goddess. What's going on, everybody? I am out here talking to y'all and walking in the rain. Yes, it's coming down. Yes. Okay, I'm glad y'all can hear me. All right. So, the reason why I put Lauren on my thumbnail is because she was born in a marriage. She is a dark-skinned baby that was born in a marriage. And it is my belief that if dark-skinned babies that become children, that become adults, are born in a marriage, it is my belief that, you know, they come out with a better life chance than being born to a single mother. Okay? I am against single motherhood. I am even against single fatherhood. And I'm not one of those people that's going to come over here and bash only the single mothers and not say nothing about the men that made them single mothers. That's not what this is, y'all. That ain't what this is. I'm not going to do that. Okay? I'm not on that. I'm on here to tell y'all. I'm going to take a little detour. Thank you, T. Thank you, April. I'm not on here to bash single mothers only. Because if you become a single, somebody had to help you to get to that point. You know, somebody had to make you that way. Y'all, hold on one moment. Hold on one moment. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Is y'all still with me? I need to know if you're still with me. If you still with me, somebody need to come on here and say something, because I know I just had a little quick detour there, and I do apologize for that. But are you guys still there? Can you guys hear me? Let me know something in the chat before I continue. You guys still there? Hello? Somebody say something in the chat. Thank you, April. I'm out here walking in the rain to make this live for y'all, but I'm gonna get it done. Let me tell you something. I was not born in a marriage. I'm an example of a dark-skinned person that was not born in a marriage. I was born to a single mother in fucking poverty. I'm trying not to cuss. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to let that be my only cuss word. But I be so upset about it when I start talking about it. It's upsetting to me. I'm still traumatized. To the point where I made up in my mind, I said, Rashida, you cannot continue this cycle. You cannot be out here having all these children. All, like my grandmother, that's what she used to call them, children from Pelham, Georgia. All these children, you cannot be out here having all these children and you are not married. You cannot repeat the same cycle that your mama made. Because if you do, you're going to make it harder for your children, you know. And that's always been one of the goals of mine, to not produce a bunch of children in poverty. And a lot of the times, these single mothers who are not married, they're the ones that are producing the children in poverty. If you are in a marriage, I'm not saying that it's going to be like the most perfect thing in the world. I'm simply saying that you're going to have a better chance. I'm simply saying that dark-skinned children that are born in a marriage, not no fling, not no one-night stand, not none of that foolishness. But if a dark-skinned child is born in a marriage where two people have decided that they're going to come together and they're going to love each other and they're going to took vows, I'm telling you right now, anybody can sit there and disagree with me, that child is going to have a better chance at life. A better chance at life. They're going to have more self-esteem potentially. You know, if they got their mama and their dad in the house, they come home every day. That does something to your psychological. If you could come home every day and you see you are greeted by your mom and your dad and you know that they're there, that gives you a sense of stability. See, I never had that. I never had stability. I never had, you know, a situation where I felt like everything was going to be all right. I had to grow up and make it all right for myself. Why would I want to put a black dark-skinned child through that, of all people, knowing that dark-skinned people get it the worst? Dark-skinned people get it the worst. And everybody knows this. I don't even know why anybody would even deny that. Everybody know I'm up here telling the truth. So my thing is, these fathers and these mothers, y'all need to think about before y'all go and sit up here and just be having children from everybody and you're not married to the person, because you're gonna mess up your child. They'll end up just like how I was, struggling, catching hell. You think I want to put my child through that? Y'all see my dark-skinned daughter. My daughter don't be going through all that, because I ain't got no bunch of children running around here from different men. We don't live like that. I don't live like that, because I made a decision. I made a choice. You know what I'm saying? And everything, everything is about a choice. Hey, Aaliyah, and everybody that's joining. Femi, Golden Goddess, April. I think I already shouted some of y'all out already. Yeah. So I didn't want to put my daughter through all that foolishness. I didn't want to put my children through that foolishness. You know, I did not want to put them through all that struggling. And if you got two parents in the household, you know, both of them could be working and bringing in that income, or the dad could be going out there working and be a and the mama could be a stay-at-home mom and raise the kids. And you want to tell me that ain't good for the children? That is great for the children. And even vice versa. Sometimes you got the mamas that they are the breadwinners and the dad stay home and take care of the kids. I don't have a problem with it. I just want it to all be in a marriage. That is what I'm saying. You know, exactly, Golden Goddess. Children need both parents. You know, but for some reason, it seems like us black folks, we don't seem to understand that. We be on some other stuff. We think it's okay. I don't agree with women. You know, you got some so-called successful women, educated women that be going out here talking about, oh, I'll go out here and I'm gonna have a baby. I don't need a man. Yes, you do. You do need a man to raise up. You do. That's a lie. Y'all can sit there and believe that foolishness if you want to, that you just because you got some education and some money, you don't need no man to take care of a child. Yes, you do. The child need the mom and the dad. And that's why so many dysfunctional households that's going on out here. There's so much dysfunction that's going on out here because they're headed by single parents. And I'm not going to even say single mothers. I'm not going to even just, because everybody want to put everything off on the women all the time and bash the women. I ain't going to be doing all that. I'm not going to jump on that train. Because it could be a dysfunctional single dad household, and it could be a dysfunctional, or should I say, a dysfunctional single mother household. It ain't all just on the women. People need to just stop with all this bashing of the black woman. This black woman do got her faults. She do got her faults. Ain't nobody gonna deny that, but everybody got their faults. Everybody got their faults, okay? Everybody got their faults. So I wish people would stop just putting everything on the black woman, talking about single mother. Well, it takes a man to make that woman into a single mother. You think she just had that baby through immaculate conception? She did not. We all need to take responsibility. I'm telling you like this. If you are not married, you do not need to have a child. If you are not married, we need to start as a society looking down on people that knowingly do this. And I'm not talking about, there's certain circumstances that I am not referring to. I'm not stupid, I'm not dumb, and I'm not insensitive. Certain circumstances I'm not talking about. If a person was assaulted, something like that, or if, something like, if something bad happened to that person, or if the person's husband passed away, or the person's wife, I am not talking about those scenarios. I am not. What I'm talking about is the people that knowingly go around in these relationships, these fly-by-night relationships. They know exactly what they're doing, and they do not use common sense, using protection, and they go and they create these children out of wedlock because they want to have a good time, and they're not thinking about the child's well-being. They're very irresponsible. Them the ones I'm talking about, and y'all know who I'm talking about. I ain't even got to keep going on and on and on about that. Wait a minute, I see I got AC Walker in the building. Is that who I think it is? Is that who I think it is? If that's who I think it is, AC Walker that's in the building, I need to get you on this channel so you can help these dark-skinned people get some money. If that's who I think this is, I need to interview you on this channel so you can show these dark-skinned people how to get that money. You can show them what to do, okay? You can help them get that money, okay? You can help them get that 40 acres and a mule if that is you. I don't know if that's you or not. But, yeah, I'm just so tired of, you know, all these babies being born out of wedlock. I'm so tired of another category that I literally cannot stand. I'm giving y'all a little scenic view of St. Petersburg here. Another category that I can't stand, y'all, is the crackheads. The crackheads that sit up here and they have children irresponsibly and they know they're on drugs. They know they're on drugs. Those people right there really irk my nerves. Those people right there really bother me. Because, and you know, it seems like people are always making excuses for them. But I'm not going to sit there and make no excuse for them because I feel like you know what you're doing. You're the one that's choosing to go out there and smoke crack. And if you choose to smoke crack, then you don't need to bring other people in your foolishness. You don't need to reproduce in your foolishness. If you want to waste your life away smoking crack, go ahead, knock yourself out. But don't procreate and bring children in your foolishness. And in the 80s, anybody that grew up in the 80s, y'all know it was so many crackheads around here having crack addicted babies in the 80s, and I feel like that should have been a crime. They should have been prosecuted. They should have been prosecuted, and my hope and my wish and my prayer that babies get put up for adoption in a good family that will love them and not abuse them and take care of them and nurture them. But them mamas that sat there and procreated them and brought them into the world and they didn't even ask for it, they should be locked up. Okay? They should be locked up. Hey, Joseph. Yeah, they should be locked up. They should be locked up. It should be a crime for a crackhead to sit there and have a child. That should be a crime. They need to criminalize it. Because literally, you are forcing a child into a situation that is dysfunctional. And you shouldn't be allowed to just do that and get away with it just because God gave you reproductive organs. You should be allowed. Okay? So, yeah. Like I said, if y'all don't take nothing else I said from me today, if you are not married, if you are not a married black man or a black woman, please do not have no child. Wait till you get married, please. Because I'm telling you, I'm the product of that. And my dad wanted to marry my mom. I had a good dad, okay? My dad was NOI. He was Nation of Islam. And my dad is the reason why I love black men today, because he treated me so good. And my dad actually proposed to my mom. But my mama sat up there, and I'm not being disrespectful to her at all. I'm just telling my story of how I was conceived. I'm not being disrespectful. My mama sat up there and had 2 children from my dad. But then when he proposed to her, she turned around and said, "Oh, he's too old for me." My dad was 53 and my mom was 23 when I was conceived. And if my mom would have went on ahead and married my dad, I would have had a way better life. My oldest brother, who was actually, he was like there with my mom and dad before I was born. He would tell me about my dad, how my dad made him into a man. My brother is very successful to this day. He's a PhD, high ranking in the military. He's doing very well. And he didn't have no father. He didn't know who his dad is. I'm trying not to tell their stories, but I mean, it's so intertwined here. And he would tell me all the time how your dad did this, and Sammy, that's my dad, Samuel X. And he would tell me everybody loved my dad. Like, it would be, my dad was a Nation of Islam. And he used to sell the Final Call newspaper. And he used to sell it in front of this grocery store. And I would frequently go out there to visit him. And I see people popping up all day long talking to him like that was their dad. And everybody wanted my dad to be there. He was a very good man. And I'm like, man, if my mama would have just went on ahead and married my dad and stopped that foolishness, I would have had a hell of a whole better life. I wouldn't have been homeless. I wouldn't have been struggling. We wouldn't have been on food stamps, government cheese. You know, we wouldn't have been evicted. We was evicted multiple times growing up. We wouldn't have had the lights and the water cut off. We wouldn't have been living in roach infested houses and all that. We wouldn't have been doing none of that, okay? We would not have been doing any of that. But because my mother, for whatever reason, she decided the man was, you know, good enough to have 2 babies from him. And she knew that it was a 30-year age difference, but he was not good enough for her to marry. And this man wanted to marry her. He did not want to baby mama her. He wanted to wife her, okay? He wanted to, look at that water, y'all. Isn't that beautiful? Up here running my mouth. Look at that. It's gorgeous. I love this. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it is gators. I'm sorry, I'm segueing, but it is gators in that water. There's gators over there. But I've been walking at this park for years that I don't want to say I'm not afraid, because I am, but I mean, you know. Joseph said, you came out well though, still a phenomenal playwright who made it in life. Keep it up. Oh, thank you, Joseph. I do appreciate that. Let me put the camera back on my ugly ass face. Y'all, sorry, y'all. I don't look good today. Sorry. Hi, y'all. Thank you for that. But my life has been hell because I'm dark skinned, and it's been an uphill battle because of the choices that my mama made. And I hate to sound like I'm blaming it all on her, but I'm telling the truth here. I told y'all, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not no disrespectful person like that. I'm just only here to tell the truth. But thank you for that comment, Joseph. Femi says it was only because he was old. That's a good question, Femi. My mama is not a transparent person. I need to ask her that question. My brothers have tried to inquire about things of that nature, but she will not be honest and speak about it. So I don't even waste my time because I don't have the patience. I'm not going to be disrespectful. I just keep it moving. And Aaliyah says, I grew up very similar, Rashida. I understand. AC Walker says, that's right. That's right there. What those parents are doing, which is doing crack, that right there is putting the child in danger. That's exactly my point. They sit there, y'all, and they know. You can't tell me. They want you to believe that just because somebody doing crack, that they always out of their mind. Their ass ain't always out their damn mind. Yeah, they might be out their mind while they doing the crack. But there are times when they're not doing drugs that they know what the fuck is going on. They know what they're doing, and they know that they should not be out there procreating if they want to be a crackhead. If you want to be a crackhead, be a crackhead. Do your thing. If you are, listen, I'm not encouraging somebody to be a crackhead, but I'm saying that if that's what the fuck you gonna do, leave other people. I said I wasn't gonna curse. Try not to curse. If that's what you're gonna do, if you want to sit there and waste away your life on drugs, you do that, but don't bring a baby into that. That's my point. When you start bringing other human beings into your foolishness, into your mess, into your dysfunction, that is where society needs to draw the line. That's where society needs to draw the line, y'all. Let's see. Femi says, dang, she needs to tell you. And I know, Femi. And then you said I had to have a conversation with my mom, and she came out and told me she treated me bad because I was dark skinned and my brother and sister were light skinned. Well, you know what? One thing about it, at least you got an honest mom that's willing to talk to you and tell you that. Because my thing is this, I am a forgiving person. Now, if you honest, you know, if you say, I made a mistake, I did this, and I see that you honest about it, and you sincere, and you come in and you trying to like get it off your chest, and you want to be an honest person, and you really want to rebuild, I don't got no problem with that. Because I know that people make mistakes, ain't nobody perfect, I get it. But if you want to sit up there and act like you was holier than thou, but that's what a lot of church women do. My mama was a Pentecostal Christian. And I'm telling you, one thing I know about the Pentecostal Christian ladies, they used to say that before they got saved, they was in the world. Y'all know what that means? For those of you that grew up in a Pentecostal church and Christianity, you know what that means. They'll get up in church and start telling their testimonies, talking about what they was doing when they was in the world and how God saved them. But the problem with these women is once they become saved, they try to sit there and act like they never did no wrong. I'm going to put the camera back on the track here so you guys, because it's a little bit easier for me to hold my thing up and not be focused on my face. Anyway, these ladies that used to be in the quote-unquote world, once they get saved and they become an evangelist or they become a pastor or a preacher, they become fake as hell and they catch amnesia. They sit there and they act like they ain't never did nothing. They sit there and act like that they won when they was young and in the 1980s and in the 1970s that they were not there popping it. They sit there and act like they weren't drinking and carrying on and going to nightclubs and fighting and doing all kind of foolishness and dealing with multiple men. They was doing it. I'm telling you. I ain't got to make nothing up. I know what I'm talking about. I done seen it. I grew up around it. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? That's my problem with them. If they was honest and told me and told the truth straight up, they would help more young females. If they would come out and just be honest instead of trying to act like they always been holy. Ain't nobody always been holy. It's a bunch of sinners in the church. So why? I don't understand why these women will sit there and act like they all holy and act like they ain't never did nothing and act like they had all them children because they was the Virgin Mary and they had immaculate conception. Lies. Knowing that a lot of them women in the 80s and the 70s, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you that right now, they were harlots. I'm going to say it a nice way. They were harlots. Okay? They was not thinking about being wives. I'm not talking about all of them, but a lot of them was not thinking about, they was not on the wife tip. They was thinking about drinking, Coke 45s. Yeah, I remember all that. Smoking cigarettes and carrying on with a bunch of foolishness with this man and that man. But you want me to sit up here and believe that now that you're not of the world no more, that you have always been holy. It's a bunch of BS. Okay? So, like I'm saying to you, the transparency of these people, men or women, if they would be honest and say, this is what I did, and this is why I'm telling you not to do it because I did it, they would help a lot more people instead of lying and worrying about their image and worrying about their image. But a lot of them caught up in their image. They're a pastor now. They're evangelists now. They're holy now. So they caught up in their image at the expense of black children. And that alone would make me, if I was listening to somebody that was transparent and being honest, that alone would make me be like, okay, this person went through this and now they're at this point. I want to do the right thing. I want to be married. Because I remember my pastor, Bishop Hosey, and his wife, Mother Hosey, may they rest in peace. They were great examples of a married couple, and I wanted to be like that. The wife was real clean. She kept a clean house and cooked, and her husband was jovial and happy, and she was the same way. There was another lady named Thella that went to my church. Thella ain't had no kids, and she was married. She was married to a fireman. And I remember sitting back, I admired her so much. I said, she drove a nice car, living. One time we went to choir rehearsal. And nobody came to pick me up because, again, I was this poor, wayward, and didn't grow up in a good environment. But Sister Thella was so sweet and kind. Sister Thella, and she was one of them black women that was upper middle class. She lived in a nice house, drove a nice car, had a husband. To this day, I got so much love and respect for her. And she know it, because I seen her at an event one time, and she has this great jovial personality where she would just run up to you and hug everybody. She's the sweetest person in the world. And I got a chance, I want to say about 5 or 6 years ago, when I saw her, I just walked up to her and she just hugged me, because I remembered how she took me to her house. I was skinny, black, dark skin, African booty scratcher. That's what you say. She took me to her house, her beautiful house, in her beautiful car, got me something to eat. When I came to her house, it was gorgeous. And I said to myself, this is how I want to live. So that's what I'm saying. It's a beautiful thing for the black man and the black woman to be married. It's a beautiful thing. To me, it's one of the most beautiful things in the world that you could do. It's the greatest gift that you can give to your child. It's the greatest gift that you could give to your dark-skinned child, your light-skinned child, your black child. But especially the dark-skinned black child. It's for that child to look into the eyes of their black mama and their black daddy that are married. that are married. That are married. And even if you have a blended family, because I'm not gonna shit on blended families, you can still make it official and make it right. You could still make it official and make it right and make it even more functional. Because the reality is people do have blended families. People have been married and divorced, and they come with children from previous relationships. And I say get married. That's all it is to it. Let me see. Let me read some of y'all comments. Y'all see I'm out here walking in the rain. April says, I am not ugly. You are not ugly. You are very beautiful inside and out. You are very talented as well. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really, truly do. More than you know. April says, I knew some church women like that. Yep. Femi says, girl, I had to cuss her out. Ooh, to get that answer. I haven't. Sorry if I covered up the thing. I'm trying to read your comments. Femi said, I had to curse her out to get that answer. I haven't spoken to her in years. She didn't even say sorry. She just told me why she did it. Whoa. That's kind of brutal. And I feel for you because I get it. Trust me, I get it. But there's healing. And as adults, we can make different decisions. We got the power to make different decisions. AC Walker says, people like that who be lying their tailbones off just because they care about their images, they're the ones that need to be held accountable for their own actions. Exactly. They full of it. But like Femi just said, she's not even on speaking terms with her mom because it's about accountability. And sometimes these people, they don't want to be accountable. They just feel like, oh, we should just go along. And even with my son, with my son, I apologize to my son, even though I think he knows and I agree I was a pretty good, decent parent. I wasn't perfect. But I was humble enough I listened to my son's grievances about me, and I apologized. I told him, I said, I'm sorry for anything that you feel like I've done wrong to you. I am sincerely sorry. And to this day, I am apologetic because I wasn't experiencing myself. He was, So we have to be humble enough to say I'm sorry and try to make better choices, y'all. But yes, I want to thank y'all for walking along with me in the rain. Look at this. I think it's beautiful, but I do like the sunshine better than the rain, though. I'm not gonna tell no lie. Check me out tomorrow. Me and Monquel is gonna tell his story about the dark-skinned woman. He tried to help her and she stabbed him, allegedly, but I believe him. Y'all need to hear his story. He contacted me from Atlanta, Marcus's Atlanta Street Interviews. Y'all could go on there and y'all could watch the interview of Monquel on Atlanta Street Interviews. And he gonna come and tell his story. I know I talk a lot, but I'm not gonna be doing all this talking tomorrow. I'm gonna let Monquel tell his story because he did reach out to me and he wants to speak on it, and I want him to speak on it. And that's tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. If you guys want to support the channel, please do so. You can hit up my Cash App, which is $RASHIDA'Lala, and that's $RASHIDA'Lala. $RASHIDA'Lala. And my Cash App and all my donation platforms are in the description to this live, as always. Make sure you guys like and share. Also, go to my website and download a free ebook copy of my book. My book entitled Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. And you can get that at my website for free, darkskinactivist.com. darkskinactivist.com. Also, I've had a couple of people hitting me up wanting me to do my show, namely in Texas. So I may be looking into doing something out in Texas in the coming year. But if you go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, and put yourself on my mailing list by downloading my ebook, you will be informed first whenever I book a venue. And also my shows, all of my shows, even if you're not in the city, you can watch them through live stream pay-per-view from anywhere in the world. So if I decide to go to Texas and do a performance, I will make it pay-per-view live stream, and you will be able to watch it no matter what part of the world that you are in. And yeah, so all right, y'all, I will talk to y'all again soon, and I want to thank y'all for watching. And I'm out here walking in this rain, but I'm giving y'all a scenic view here of St. Petersburg, of the area. To me, it's more beautiful when the sun is out. I don't like it when it's raining at all. Like, it's kind of depressing to me, but I don't care if it's raining. I'm still gonna get my workout in. I don't give a damn if it's raining. I'm gonna get my workout in, and that's all it's gonna be. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. And again, the website is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, that is darkskinactivist.com. Going live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Cash App is $RASHIDA'Lala. $RASHIDA'Lala. Thank y'all, and I will talk to y'all again tomorrow.